Salisbury Center, we are ready for our next fight. Making his way to the cage and fighting out of the red corner, it's Jimmy Brashears.
Welcome back to CageZilla 75. My name is Liam Pinero. We're here welcoming Jimmy Brashears to the cage. He stands at 5'7", weighing in at 162 pounds. He's only 18 years old, coming out of Groundswell MMA in Frederick, Maryland, but his hometown is Smithburg, Maryland. He is a one-fight veteran of MMA and the number 133rd ranked welterweight in the U.S. Northeast. He's making his CageZilla debut tonight, making a quick turnaround after his debut in August. He scored a second-round TKO victory in that fight and right now has a 100% finishing rate because of it. Jimmy has been wrestling since he was 10 years old and training MMA since age 15, so he is not new to martial arts. He is not new to these techniques. He's not new to competition. He currently trains under former Ultimate Fighter competitor Zach Davis at Groundswell MMA and is teammates with former CageZilla lightweight champion Jason Wilson and CageZilla fighter Joseph Caterton. I'm excited to see it. I love seeing guys who have been thinking about this sport since they were young, developing experience in all the sports that make up MMA. And now we're going to throw it back down to Chris to introduce our second fighter.
And his opponent, making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Xavier Dorsey.
Xavier Dorsey is standing at 5'10" and weighed in at 162.3 pounds. Also 18 years. We have a battle between two young fighters. He comes out of 9 Realms MMA in Martinsburg, West Virginia. He is making his MMA debut and his CageZilla debut tonight with us. Originally, he was looking to get booked for our TCB promotion, but an inability to find an opponent that would stuck him in CageZilla, and he's now will be stepping into our cage instead of a ring. This bout is a great opportunity for these young fighters to claim a top spot in our super lightweight division, a division that is overlooked by most promotions. I love this, giving amateur fighters more weight classes so they can learn how to weight cut safely. Definitely one of the big things of amateur MMA is not only learning how to fight and learning how to compete, it's learning how to make it to the competition. He trains under pro fighter Josh Thompson and is going to be bringing a height and reach advantage into this matchup, which he will need to utilize and keep his wrestling opponent at range. I'm excited to see this. I will say right now, Jimmy is looking much more like the conditioned athlete, whereas Xavier Dorsey comes in with the just obvious dimension advantages. We'll see both competitors being so young. I'm excited to see how at their age, I'm excited to see how the risk-taking comes into effect. We've had some fighters now in their mid to late 20s, and you see that age and experience. We're going to throw it down to Chris to get things started.
Salisbury Center, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the CageZilla super lightweight division. It is brought to you by our friends at Blue Label Customs. Customize your life. And Ace Party Rental. They've got you covered. Check them out at acepartycentral.com. And now, starting out, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'7" and weighing in at 162 pounds, fighting out of Groundswell MMA with a record of 1 win and no defeats. He's 18 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jimmy Brashears. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 162 pounds, fighting out of 9 Realms MMA. He is making his CageZilla and MMA debut. He is also 18 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Xavier Dorsey. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the CageZilla super lightweight division. It is brought to you by Blue Label Customs and Ace Party Rental. Your referee is Michael Dolman.
Xavier Dorsey coming with a large cheering section in the back. Mike Dolman getting the two young fighters set up, giving them some last remarks. I also appreciate that from Mike Dolman, getting both fighters just to take a deep breath before this bout. There they go. Xavier coming in with that striking pressure off the bat. Taking a few kicks, but giving his own jab. Oh, and lifted and slammed. Oh, the ground pound's coming heavy first. Xavier unable to, trying to move, trying to defend himself, trying to stand up. But it's pretty relentless pressure. Let's see if Jimmy can get the mat return. And he does. Oh, right to mount, right to mount. I'd like to see Jimmy settle this a little bit, not just rush, but that ground pound's going to come. Mike Dolman taking a deep look at this. Xavier just moving enough to keep Mike Dolman out from separating it. Oh, that rear naked choke sunk.
Goodness gracious.
That's it.
Liam, what a welcome into CageZilla for poor Xavier
And
Dorsey.
there he goes.
Wow. Brutal.
Oh, with a backflip. Jimmy coming out to impress. Handled a little bit of pressure, but went right to his areas of strength, getting a solid double leg, ground and pound, mat return, and finishing with a beautiful submission win. And our announcer, Chris, is making his way into the cage. And here's the finish, everybody. You can see it on replay. Heavy, heavy elbows. He finds the back as Xavier turns over. Jimmy, very smart, clears the hands, finds the neck, and just a good hard squeeze later, he gets a finish. Even a nice little pat on the back. Delighted, Jimmy. And let's throw it down to Chris in the cage as we're going to make this official. And here's Chris with the official decision.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Michael Dolman has called a stop to the action just 49 seconds into the very first round. For your winner, by rear naked choke, out of the red corner, it's Jimmy Brashears.
And we're going to hand things over to Skylar, who's going to try to get an in-cage interview with Jimmy. First, we're going to let him get his celebration with his team.
I think we can all say, holy cow. I mean, I want to say the S word, but I don't think I'm allowed to. How does it feel to finish in 49 seconds?
Feels pretty good. Felt longer. I thought I was going to be like minute 30 probably. I don't know. Felt pretty long. 49 sounds better than a minute 30.
And now, did you have a feeling that you were going to finish it that quick, or did you think you were going to go all 3 rounds?
I really didn't know what to expect. I thought I was going to go like 3 rounds. I thought that's how I was going to go. That's what I prepared for. But you know what? Finished the first.
Hell yeah. Is there anyone to thank before you head out?
Say again?
Do you want to thank anybody?
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Big Mike. Max. Ian. Thank you, guys.
All right, back to you, Liam.
Like and subscribe to CageZilla.